Hey, Matt here. So, I said I was going to do a Payback review, and so, here it is. And what a shit fest it was. So, let's get it over with. It really was. You know, if I'm paying you an X amount of money to go watch your show, do you not think you can maybe, I don't know, not half-ass it? Just saying. Anyway, so the show was actually the pre-show was Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. I don't remember that match. It's been a while since I watched it. I don't even know if I watched it. But anyhow, Dolph Ziggler won. Then we had our second match, Kalisto as the US champion defeated Ryback once again. If you want to know how I feel about this whole Ryback leaving situation, continue to watch the previous video that I did earlier today. We had a kickoff for Payback, the Vaudevillains versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. And it would have been a good match, you know. I look at these two guys coming in from NXT, a really good take team, very energetic. These Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore are. Can't remember their manager's name, over on NXT, but she's still there. So, anyways, here it is, a great match, and what happens? Gets fucked up. Enzo Amore ends up botching a move or gets help by Simon Gotch. Something happens. He slides, and he is now out of action. For how long? I just found out now that he has a concussion. Who knows when he's going to be back? And unfortunately, I can't get Raw on my channel, so on my TV. So apparently there was something with Cassidy going on the show, Chris Jericho, and I'll watch that later. However, this match was a disappointment. I was very upset because here was a new fresh take team for the WWE, and one guy goes and gets injured. So now, who knows what's going to happen with Colin Cassidy? He seems like another giant who can do whatever. Who knows? We'll find out eventually. Then we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, of course, back in the Ring of Honor days when it was El Generico and Kevin Steen. They had some pretty good matches. A lot of ladder war match that they had. Not a lot of, but they've had the ladder war match or ladder match. It was a very good one. And then, of course, you know, Kevin Owens coming over to WWE and NXT at first, becoming the NXT champion, then coming to WWE and becoming the Intercontinental champion. That was a pretty good match with him and Sami Zayn. But as always, Kevin Owens wins. Don't know when exactly they're going to give Sami Zayn the IC title and how long they're going to trust him with it. Hopefully not as much as Zack Ryder. And then you had The Miz with Maurice defeating Cesaro. Cesaro's a face now. Don't know where that came from. I've always been a face fan, I guess you want to say. So I hope it goes well. A lot of people do like him. I just hope they don't screw with him like they did with when he joined the Paul Heyman Club or whatever. So yeah, there's that, and then he was defeated by The Miz, with his real life wife Maurice, who just came back to the WWE. and it is basically helping Miz to win. And so there you go. And Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. Dean Ambrose won. This feud is, I think, I like it. I mean, they're gonna go at it again at Extreme Rules pretty shortly, and it's gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait to watch it. This thing with the straight jacket, I don't know what that's all about. I'm hoping it's not gonna be a straight jacket match, but you never know with the WWE nowadays. I mean, they're not Jim Cornette and Paul Heyman, so. Then we had the Women's Championship. Charlotte defeated Natalia. Now, this was an interesting match because you had Ric Flair, obviously, on Charlotte's corner, but in Natalia's corner, you had Bret Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart. And I've always been a fan of Bret Hart, and so, I, I kind of figured that Natalia wouldn't win. Again, we had Charlotte go over and install the women's champion. Not without having Natalia and Bret Hart put the sharpshooter on both Ric Flair and Charlotte. So, and by the way, Bret Hart's, even though he went through what he went through, and despite his age, he still can put on a good sharpshooter there. And then you had the main event. Holy shit. Where do I begin? So this happened before at a pay-per-view where you had a match stop and start. I can't remember which one it was because I don't give a shit. It was, and neither should you. But you have Roman Reigns, who's WWE champion since WrestleMania. You have him go up against the guy who is new, who's fresh into WWE. He's wrestled for 19 years, whatever. And I understand that it wasn't his time to win the WWE Championship. AJ Styles, that's fine. I don't care about that. What I do care about, however, is the fact that earlier in the night they had Vince McMahon bring his daughter Stephanie and his son Shane together once again to team up and take over Monday Night Raw. Okay, fine. So that's fine. Okay. So then, you had the WWE champion lose a count out by count out to AJ Styles. Shane McMahon came out and said, "There's no count out." Fine. They start the match again. AJ Styles wins once again, but disqualification. So then Stephanie comes out and says, "Okay, well, not only is it a no count out, it's going to be no disqualification." Okay, so when that happens, Roman Reigns wins. So let me get this straight. You can lose twice, and you can win the third time. I don't really know that why. Granted, I think that Extreme Rules is coming up. They will be wrestling again, and who knows what the outcome's going to be. It's apparent now that finally it was revealed that AJ Styles is reunited with the Bullet Club, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows, who came in a while back from Japan. I would say I didn't see a lot of their matches in Japan, but I do know of them. I have seen a few of their matches, but not that much. They're not called the Bullet Club however, I don't know exactly what they're called, but the Bullet Club does belong to the Young Bucks, and, I'm gonna kick my ass later. The Winnipeg guy. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. That was that was Payback. Was it a good show? No, it was a terrible show. A lot of things that should have been redone. A lot of things that, if I were a fan, I'd be pissed off. And a lot of reasons why a lot of people have not watched WWE in a while and go turn to things like Ring of Honor, like New Japan, like CMLL, like AAA, IWGP, what have you. And that's why I think that in the next 20 or 30 years, you won't see that shit anymore. WWE is not the product it used to be, and you know what? That's the way it is sometimes. But you know what? Hopefully, Extreme Rules will be better. So that's it from me. Alright, later.